Morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Today is Friday, and what we planned to do, or still plan to do, the rains willing, what we plan to do is to have Libros Oshoma here, and he had this video that he did on Governor Oti. Now, let me state clearly that I'm a fan of Governor Oti, based on what on the reports that we've gotten. I haven't been there. I remember that my good friend Inkiru, the farmer, went to Abia, and I think we had her on air here based on what I'd heard. But when I listened to what Libros had to say, he has this regular video. I don't know if it's weekly or monthly that he publishes. I then said to myself, Libros, come and explain these things to me, just to put things in the balance. Now, in doing that, in getting Libros to come to the studio, to come and explain to us what exactly it's all about, I've put the is it Imo State? Is it Imo State?
Governor Oti. Abia.
I've put Abia. Yes, I put the Abia people on notice. So I'm sure they'll be listening in, and I've given them Tuesday for a right of reply so that the reply can come whilst everything is still hot. Don't forget that journalists we thrive on controversies, and I also believe in a fair hearing. Now, in the last 2 to 3 to 4 minutes, we had to put a call through to Libros, and I heard there's very, very bad traffic along Ademola Adetokunbo. Amadu Bello. Sorry, Jerry. I'm already in the Friday mood. Jerry, I was going to go on vacation. I'm tired.
How? Why?
You just came back.
You just came back.
What is just came back? I went on vacation. I go 4 in a year. I came back in February.
In February, yes. You just came back now.
No,
you just came back now.
February, March, April, May, 4 months.
I'm going. Myself, I'm going next month.
No, you can't go next month. Anyway, so we will wait for Libros. He will probably show up. It just reduces the time he would have had to explain further. So maybe when he does come, he'll be doing more of the talking than I will be. And secondly, maybe the question time we might shift it to Tuesday. We'll work out something. We're always there for you. Remember, tomorrow at 9 o'clock, I'm doing a tribute to Uncle Dele Adetiba, who turned 80. I am one of those who believe in honoring people who have distinguished themselves. Sometimes I look at my comrades in the media space when they are giving out honors. It's always to this governor, that governor, this celebrity, that celebrity. And well, I don't know. I do hear that some of the honorees also donate to these media organizations. Good luck to them. But this honor thing has almost been abused in Nigeria here. Everything is always for the elite. Everything under the sun is always geared towards the elite. Let me now shock you. The one for the poor people is hijacked by the elite. If tomorrow now government says, we are going to build some low-cost houses, we are going to build 5,000 units, I can assure you 4,500 of those will go to the elites who will buy them in multiples.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Nigeria is and it's true that we always, tend to chastise our politicians and political leaders. They're not any different from us. Yes, because if we didn't want it, we could stop it. We jolly well could stop it. Look at subsidizing those going to Mecca. Have you seen any poor man with his own money? Where is he going to get the money from?
Where? Exactly.
It's the same elite. It's the elite.
They also do it. They also give poor men those opportunities. But the thing is, they usually put it within their camp so that the poor people within their camp are the ones that will benefit. Not the random person.
The minions that they use. And not just that, they also, in the past, we've heard unsavory stories about the poor ones being used for this or that, used to collect forex from the bank. These subsidies I would love to know how is the payment is disbursed, whether it's disbursed in groups or individually.
Yeah.
If you go and find out now, if care is not taken, they will say the Kinekon group, the Jimi Disu group of this one. Then it's Jimi Disu that will collect the money and disburse as he pleases.
Because it's in dollars.
Oh yeah, wow.
It's in dollars. It's in dollars.
But like I said, luckily both of us, I'm from a Muslim background, he's a Muslim, and we both agree. Kosilada nwe.
Kosilada.
In fact, some of them, I'm not cursing or anything, some of them will be punished by God for depriving you now think you can go and use it to gain glory with God. Do we know who or what God is? And look at us, even on the other side with the pastors and so on and so forth, you manipulate people, you tell them to bring first fruit and all this nonsense. Don't you fear God? What you're doing to the people? And yet you want people to regard you as the most pious on the face of the earth. This one man, both of these are not man, there are not many men of God. Nonsense. We all need to sharpen up our eyes. You need to sharpen your eyes, because one thing is, I hear people say that, I leave them with God. My own is to go and worship. No. Show me your friends and it tells me who you are. That is one. You are associating with people of doubtful character.
The fact that you're there.
The fact that you are there makes you an accomplice. Sheriff,
I think so. I think so. We'll start from Mushin.
And look at, we are lazy mentally. We just we know, leave it. We know that we know that this is, then of course they now come to people like us and say that there's no heaven for us and whatever. Nonsense. If you understand, God is a pious being, and there's no way I would say it in English. I will sound like you can't. God is not into all these intrigues. You are deceiving yourself. All of us better just get very, very sharp. I leave them to their conscience. It is said that we should do this.
Don't touch not my anointing.
Touch not my anointed simply means that don't go out of your way to either, just abuse or whatever. But you can criticize. It's God that gave you the brain. You can criticize, you can discern. And you can contribute your own by making sure that other people are not equally deceived. But that is not today's story. Today is about Governor Oti. I expect Libros to be here any minute from now. Maybe we should also talk a bit about the new national anthem.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dear Jimi Disu, you only listen to, let me read that one.
Oh, okay.
Dear Jimi Disu, you only listen to some set of people, and these people lie so much and very noisy. The road your Inky road traveled to Abia from Port Harcourt was constructed by Buhari. When you hear, also investigate. Ken from Sulere. Thank you very much, Ken, for your very good advice. Thank you very much. But if you are in this job, if you wanted to investigate all claims, you will have nothing else doing. You won't even get the job done.
Be in business.
What we do here, in case you don't know, and don't get emotional when you talk to people, what we do here, we will tell you, is based on. Mm-hmm. So if it doesn't turn out that way, we put a caveat there. But when people want to react, sometimes they get angry. You can see anger in his voice. Dear Jimi Disu. Now, listen, I wouldn't, if I had anybody who had manners, would not say Dear Jimi Disu. Would say either Dear Jimmy, if you're familiar with him, or Dear Mr. Disu. Okay? And he wouldn't say that you only listen to some set of people. That is completely naive and what's the man's name?
Ken.
They won't put their full name. So they won't put their full name, so you can't. And it says Ken from Sulere.
Yes.
Can it be Kelvin? No, Kelvin.
No, never.
Let's talk a bit about public speaking. If you want to be respected, you respect other people. Dear Jimi Disu, you only listen to some set of people. These people lie so much and very noisy. The road your Inky road traveled to Abia from Port Harcourt was constructed by Buhari. It doesn't mean the road was not there. So what's the whole noise about? It doesn't mean. when you hear, also investigate. I mean, let me leave him. I don't want. I don't want to take people on. Oh my God! So we have 9:15. Well, we hope Libros will be here. Let me put a call through to him.
Yeah. Talking about the old national anthem that you mentioned, I've heard quite a number of people, especially VIPs, very
Yes.
influential personalities,
Yes.
saying that they would not revert to the old national anthem, that they would stick to the new one.
Okay.
That's what I've heard some of them say. Obi Ezekwesili, for instance,
Yes.
has publicly said that she's not going back. She's
No,
gonna
we,
stick
we,
with-
we, we, what the bigger, what I fear, and I'm not inciting anybody, it's just what I fear, and because the discussion came up. I hope a lot of people don't rebel against this move.
yeah.
I hope so. It would be embarrassing if at a public function, a football match or whatever, some people are singing the old and some people are singing the new. And that's because of non-inclusion. Now, if you thought, wouldn't it have made more common sense if you consulted widely? If you thought that there were some sections of the old one and there are some sections of the old one that should be in the new one,
Yeah.
couldn't you have a new anthem that incorporates all this instead of going back to an anthem that was not necessarily even composed by a Nigerian? You can't take that sentiment away. Ajamale said yesterday, or even Tafa Balewa and Awolowo liked it. If they liked it in their time, so be it. I don't have to like everything that Awolowo and Ahmadu Bello liked. If you want a new... The spirit behind Arise O Compatriots, which Obasanjo gave us at that time, was to engender that confidence in people as a black man, which is the problem we have till today. Arise O Compatriots. To give you a spirit. I don't know when in Nigeria we hail thee is so light on ground. Is arise. They say that when something tongues differ and whatever, there is nothing stopping you from having a new anthem put together over time and say, look, let it incorporate this and incorporate that, so we have something fresh. How can you go back? It is the symbolism we are talking about and even the method. And guess what? The chief law officer of the nation has said the process was flawed. The Attorney General said. Do you understand?
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
should know the perspective in which some of us are saying, I like Arise O Compatriots because it builds a national spirit in me. And is in line with the liberation. In fact, this is a time we need it more. When Africa is trying to liberate itself from its old colonial masters. And then we just take a backward movement. What's the matter? You can't argue over the anthem because it's like religion. It's an emotional thing. I would just say that whether you like the old or the young or the new one, the process by which we have gone back to the old one itself is completely flawed.
That's where I want to come in now about the process. Something that concerns the entire country,
Yeah.
the identity of a country. Should it be left to a senator to say that I want to sponsor a bill to revert to the old national anthem?
Of course not.
Or should it be like the decision of the entire country?
It should have been the decision of the entire country. It's like when you want to, and they refer to one constitutional conference of some political friends and aides of Jonathan, and that's what produced it. That is not what you do. You should have had a referendum. You made it simpler. If you wanted the old or the new, have a referendum. Have a referendum. Rig the referendum, if you will, because you're masters at that game. If that's what you want.
But let it be on record.
Let it be on record, yes. But like I said, one good thing about President Tinubu is that he has no pride in going back on what he has done. He might jolly well do it in this one too. He has a history. It's not a good way to go all the time, but that's one door that is open. The other door that is open is he won't be president forever.
Yeah.
Yes, he won't be president forever. And if those who think shouldn't have happened, I would always vote for Arise O Compatriots because of the history behind it. And because, if anything, it's even more relevant in this dispensation when we are trying to get off from the shackles of our past colonial masters. Nigerians are very lucky. Go and see what's happening in Congo and see what the colonial masters have done in Congo and other French
still doing.
and still doing. In other French, we've been spoiled. We've been indulged. We've been spoiled. So that national spirit, and a lot of us don't understand the expanded issues, including a lot of our parliamentarians. How exposed are they? What do they know? Outside begging this man for ticket, sir, give me ticket, let me go. Okay, you go and bring. Outside them, most of them are not exposed. When they go for seminars and whatever, they hit the streets. When you hear them going for 5-day seminar, workshop, poof, they hit the streets, looking to buy, do all kinds of nonsense things. Well, I said Rufus. Libros will be here, but it's already 9:21.
Right.
So I suspect he will be here for the second half.
Second half.
In the meantime, if you know the number of this station, make a quick call. We have a caller there.
Yeah.
I can take a call there. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Your take, quickly. Don't introduce yourself. We know you.
Yes. You see, that first national anthem, there is a line in that place. These are our present day leaders. They are feeling insulted by that line.
What's that?
That is guide our leaders early.
Yes.
So they don't want that line. I believe that another major reason. Because if not, when there is something that is composed as a guide our leaders right. So why will you change that one? That says guide our leaders are not even guided as it is now. They just do whatever they want to do.
But Pastor Ladipo, can I contradict you a little bit?
Yes, sir.
I don't think that most of them have even put a lot of thought to those words. They want it because their leader wants it. Period. You heard what Akpabio said. He told the president, "This assembly belongs to you." Abi, we both read it. Are you going to deny me at this last moment?
No,
I'm not denying you.
You forgot to off the mic.
A lot of them is follow your master.
In fact,
it's always like that.
It's always like that.
It's always like that.
How dare you? What's the president that said?
Sir,
I want
let
this
me
thing.
quickly summarize with this, sir. Both in the religious circle and the political circle, I think the challenge we have now is that, sorry to say, many of us no longer use our brain. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Libros is here. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll start with him. Give him time to settle down.
Enjoy the delicious creamy goodness of cowbell. Cowbell contains Vitarich and vitamin B9, which supports brain development. Use cowbell in your tea, cereal, pap, and other meals of choice. Cowbell, so creamy, so good.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, Even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash outs and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 200,000 naira. Betano.ng, the game starts now.
If you get the big dreams to do big things, lonely day with red money. If you get the big dreams to do big things, lonely day with red money. If you get the big dreams.
Get loans of up to 7 million naira on Rain Money. Call 0700 5000 500 or visit rainmoney.com to get started now.
Get ready, Lagos! The biggest game of the season is here. Join us at the Lagos Irish Pub for an unforgettable night as Real Madrid takes on Borussia Dortmund. Mark your calendars for June 1st, 2024. The red carpet rolls out at 7 p.m. and the match kicks off at 8 p.m. sharp. Hosted at the Lagos Irish Pub in Eco Hotels and Suites. This event is packed with excitement. Enjoy happy hour, predicted win, a thrilling raffle draw, football trivia, live commentary, a sensational halftime show, and a special guest DJ. Dress code, football jerseys. Of course, show your team spirit and join fans under one roof for an unlimited time of fun. For inquiries, call 0815-844-9175 or 0817-634-0244. Don't miss out on the ultimate fan experience at the Lagos Irish Pub. It's Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund, June 1st, 2024. Be there.
Chinedu! Don't worry, Ma. He'll be home on time, just like his dad. I'm cooking their favorite jollof with Sonia tomato mix. They are here.
Hey, is that jollof ready?
Right on time. Your loved ones will always rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix. It's so good eating together with a family.
Yes, Ma.
Sonia tomato mix brings you together. Proudly Nigerian.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! 5 Alive Poppy. So much pop. So many ways to pop it. He gulps it. She chews it. He slurps it. Filled with pulp in every bowl, everyone pops it their way. So, how do you pop it?
Maker, this one you sit down like this. I hope say no wala. Nah man, not the money where they see for sure. Every time I check out, the money no dey complete. Even the one when I give them that ajo man, I never see him till today. My brother, you know they keep money for shop again, oh, because anything fit to happen to one. Come on, shit they give goat yam. They keep, it go chop and clean out. Bros, run go Javodani Microfinance Bank to open savings account and put your money inside. Make your mind cooler. You mean Davido savings account? Hey maker, no chop your mouth. Now Davodani Microfinance Bank, you fit call DDMFB. DDMFB? Yes, so with your new savings account, you fit use them request for loan to expand your business. That's now, if you run the savings account wella, you fit use your mobile banking app, check balance, do transfer, and buy airtime. Share Davodani Day Alaba International Market. Yes, so even other markets like Balok Fair, Complete, Okiare Market, Arena Oshodi, Boundary Market, Ajegunle, Ikorodu, Ojo, to Egbeda, Ada, and Onyigo. For more tori, make you check their website www.davodanimfb.com. DDMFB.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on
99.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back to Daily Digest, and Libros is here. What we'll do is, the video is out there, so we won't spend too much time dwelling on it. The first question I will ask is, why did you do this? I know you produce videos. Is it every month?
No, every week.
Every week.
Every week,
Yes. Okay, so the video is out there, and I think I posted it on my Facebook or so. So, but why did you do this? Why are you critical of this current governor?
No, it is not this current governor. I call myself the Ori Hedima of Ngwa, Abia.
Okay.
I stayed in Abia. I still have my folks in Abia.
Okay.
I'm more of, to some extent, an Abia boy. I had my mother's brothers all live in Abia.
Okay, so you have a relationship with them.
So
yes.
I have a base in Abia. And so in 2019, when I went back to Abia after a long time, and I was like, oh, no, this is not the Abia we knew. This is not the Abia we grew up in. The whole place was in a mess. And then somebody walked up to me at Abia North local government and said, Libros, we see you on TV. You do videos. Why is it that you've refused to talk about Abia, your own place? You know? I stayed in that movie in Arochukwu at some point also. So I said, okay. I did a video, Who Will Rescue Abia. That was the first
It wasn't this gentleman that was...
No, it was Ikpeazu, Who Will Rescue Abia. And that video trended. And because I took pictures, I took pictures myself. And subsequently, I did another one, Abia of Blind Leadership. Abia of
So
Blind
you've been
yes, I have
a regular critic.
Yes.
So
and then that former governor, let me quickly, so that because of
Yes.
time, the former governor invited me and said I didn't hear his own side of the story. And
Okay.
that I must hear his own side of the story. Want to show me some roads. I went there. I got a lot of punches from people. Oh, he has gone to collect money from the governor and all of that. The governor sat
but
down
did he
there.
offer you any money?
No.
To be fair to him?
To be fair to him, he didn't.
Not even to cover your expenses?
No, I told them I was going to cover
Okay.
my expenses.
Okay.
That I even reach out to people to say, well, I'm going to Abia, please, if you can support this, my cause. You know, so the governor said I wasn't fair to him, the then governor, so that he wants to show me what he has done. And he told me that there was no road in Abia when he came. There were about 409 roads, 209 roads that he did 49. And I said that was too small. He was doing the Osisioma flyover then. And
Okay, sorry, I'm rushing you because of time.
Yes.
1 second, please.
No, I want to...
No. You won't quickly do anything. Let's go straight to OT.
Yes.
I don't want to lose track. The video is out there for people to see. What is it about? I'm a fan of OT based on what I've been told.
I'm his fan too.
Well, I'm his air conditioner. What is your real criticism of what OT is doing?
So when the former governor, I now noticed one thing, that Nigerians don't really follow the finances of governors. We just look at this federal government, we leave out the finances of governors. So I noticed that most of the governors in Nigeria that subscribed to the World Bank Transparency Initiative program, they get money from World Bank. And for you to access that money, you have to file your financials regularly. As at when due. You know? So I noticed that the state governors file financials in their website, in the so when the former governor said he was gifting pregnant women or lactating mothers 5 naira, I got angry. And I went to the finances of the state and
Can
I saw
we stick to this
that's
OT
where I'm going
thing?
to.
You need to get there. Time is not our friend.
And then
you
now,
came late.
When OT came, sorry, it's the rain. So when OT came, I went to Abia.
Okay.
I went to Abia, spent my money, took 2 people to Abia. When I heard OT was doing roads, and I said, fantastic.
Good.
This man is doing roads. For years, Abia had been neglected in terms of road. I went around the road, some fantastic road excavation, massive excavation. I did video and I praised him. But also, as a journalist, let me use the word, let me borrow that word. I needed to also relate with people on the street. And some of them said, look, the money we are hearing that they are spending on this is too high.
I see.
Yes. But some other person spent money, we didn't say anything. But we like the fact that, especially the Abia Road, Port Harcourt Abia Road, that I think they were about not up to 8-kilometer road, that the cost of that road would take almost 30 billion. And so people were like, this is too much now. But some said, well, we really don't care. People have spent much money and we didn't say anything. So we're happy.
What did you discover?
So I now did, in that video, that first video, after praising him, I said, look, people are complaining about the money. These people didn't like it at all. Despite the fact that I took almost...
Okay, so what did your report reveal? I need to manage you because we don't have time.
Despite the fact that I spent 6 minutes praising you and I spent 1-point-something minutes to point you to the fact that people are complaining about the funds. They didn't like it. And so I now, it was not like, anytime there's issue in Abia, people will call on Libros. Libros, you have forgotten us. So I decided to now go into the financials.
Tell us what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to. Now decided to go deep into the financials. And I decided to go deep into the financials when you hear, the governor is working, is performing. And I looked at the budget and I'm like,
okay, so tell us what it is.
31 billion for social reorientation.
What is that?
All these figures, they are in, if you want them, go to www.abia.gov.ng. They are there. They are not my figures.
Sorry, 1 second, sir.
This is budget performance from January to March.
Wait.
I don't know. And I asked. Okay. Orientation for who and who?
Okay, what else?
31 billion. 266 million for research and development. 266 million.
Well, maybe that, I can explain that. Maybe that would have some foreign elements.
Okay.
Could have some dollar elements.
3 billion for special intervention and capacity building program.
What do you think that could be?
I don't know. So my own was to raise questions.
But what do you think it could be?
Capacity building.
Yes.
Capacity building could mean, human resources development.
Well, again, maybe it would have some dollar. Maybe they send some people to the United Nations.
I will give you the travel allowance. I will give you travel. Travel. Uncle Jimmy, travel took about, before I did this, I did one for my state also. Travel took almost $1 billion.
For Abia State?
Yes. $1 billion
Travel
plus.
to where would that be?
I don't know.
But these things are documented.
They are in www.abia.gov.ng. Just go there. You will see all of them. It's not my figures. I didn't cook up these figures. They are then 517 million on youth and gender-related programs. Another 452 million. This is between January and March. I'm not talking about from...
It's a quarter?
Yes, a quarter. This is the budget for the quarter.
Wow.
And you ask, where were these programs head? These youth-related and gender-related. 15 million for tree planting. Minister of Housing said housing development, not the building itself, not the housing development. Be for drawings and the rest. Effective governance in agriculture, not agriculture itself. Effective governance took 206 million.
What's effective? Could it be? Wait, we need to. Let's be fair. Could they be giving fertilizers and things like that?
I don't know. That's why I said effective governance. But if you look at the budget for agriculture, it's different from this effective.
There's a budget for agriculture.
Yes.
For effective, yes.
Yes. And then you have youth and gender related again. That one occurred almost 3 times. Youth and gender related, another 120 million, and then 400 million. Social reorientation.
Again?
Yes.
In 1 quarter?
Yes, 2 billion. And then
social reorientation.
Social reorientation.
They could have taken commercials.
Publicity. Wait now, publicity.
That's our own department.
And publication.
Yes.
371 million. Publicity and publication. So take social reorientation different from publicity and
publication. Well, I can for publicity and reorientation.
Social responsibility and welfare packages.
1 second. For publicity, by the time you take a few commercials in some of the major whatever, that sum will be wiped out.
Then.
Well, you haven't seen any here.
Social responsibility and welfare packages, maybe for hangers on, 400 million.
Well, I don't know if there's anybody going to Mecca from Abia State.
Food stuff and catering materials supplied, 35 million for the quarter, and then meal subsidy, 48 million.
Well, yeah, okay.
So
okay.
Then
What is the? Do you have these figures?
My own is, when I raise these figures, mine is, this government, please raise them. We'll raise them because we really hardly look at our governor's spending.
Yes.
So what are these figures for? For social reorientation for who and who? Where was it head? You expect the government to come out and say, oh, this was where this took place. This is what we have done with this. This is what we have done with that. Not the insult. And then people say, no, you have not even talked about your governor. You are talking
what do you
about
think
another.
you use the word insult now. What did you think?
I've been insulted by so many people.
Oh, well, that's politics. That's politics.
So,
so what do you think happens to those of us?
I know you, including the government, issued a release. I've been hired as to lie against the government. And, so all of these things, for me, I will keep interrogating the issue.
Do you have any relationship with the opposition in that state?
Rather, the opposition used to think that I had a relationship with OT.
Welcome to the club.
That's
the way it works out.
The cost of running the governor's office from July, June ended the second quarter from July last year to March, about 11.4 billion.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. Sorry, I'm rushing you, but
I understand because of time.
Okay, when you went round, were you actually happy with what you saw?
In terms of road, I was very happy with him.
Okay.
In terms of road, I was very happy with what the governor is doing. I was in Umuahia, I was in Abia, the Michael Okpara Road from Michael Okpara roundabout to.
Are they quality roads, not just?
It's what's the name of this? Yes, because what I saw really, I saw a lot. If you go to Izuku Market, you go to Forestry Road. These are places that you wouldn't even know that roads once existed.
Libros, let me ask you. Sometimes it does happen. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Sometimes it does happen that what you've budgeted for a particular item, you don't have enough to complete.
No, I'm not gone to road construction. There is budget for road construction.
Okay, let's have the budget for road construction.
Construction of roads is about 50-something billion for road construction.
Okay.
So I won't query that because I saw roads. I saw road construction of office building, 1.7 billion. Rehabilitation of office building, 1.8 billion. Purchase of office building, 16 million. Maintenance of office building, 165 million. Construction of residential buildings, 57 million. Rehabilitation of residential buildings, 677. And the question is, some of the people I spoke with said, well, some of these buildings that are said to be rehabilitated, you are seeing roads. Please, we are not seeing these buildings. We are not seeing these ones that they say they are constructed. For road, like I said, I saw roads. I took photographs. I did videos of roads. But for these other buildings, and I didn't see any ICT center. I didn't see ICT center. So,
did you ask where the ICT center was? Because it might not be visible to where you are.
Okay.
For example, in Lagos State, they could have an ICT center that is in Ekpe. So if you keep going around Obanikoro and whatever, looking at
if you say Abba,
it could be in
Abba, I know about like the palm of my hand. I thought I hired a keke to take me around the whole place.
Yes.
Umuahia is like a glorified local government.
But what is your apart from your emotional interest, what is your interest in funding all these trips from here to Abba to go around, give a report?
Uncle Jimmy,
yes.
It's passion. It's a passion that I have for information.
And you have the money to fund these things?
Sometimes I don't have. Sometimes I had to reach out to friends and people to say, please, I want to visit. Okay, recently somebody reached out to me and said, my governor in Niger is working. I said, don't worry, when I have the money. He said, we can sponsor you. I said, no, don't sponsor me. I had my fingers burnt, And then I will reach out. When I have the money, I will visit these places. I will go around.
So you intend to go around?
Yes, the ones I can. I will go to these places and do the little I can. Mine is
I must commend you publicly for your videos, though. They always set me thinking. I'm a great fan of you. I must state that publicly.
So I will tell you that.
But from your assessment, because we'll soon run out of time, from your assessment, do you think Governor Oti, there's nobody. If you open up his backside, you won't see something. Yeah. But do you think he's doing okay?
Yes, in terms of road construction, The man is doing well. You know why? Because
Life
they have
does
never
not begin and end with roads.
That's what I'm saying. That's where the problem is. When
you think there are other things he's not doing?
Exactly.
Like what?
That we're talking about. Look, now workers are complaining in Abia.
Yes.
Okay, like recently they said they paid 9 years pension area. While
I heard that,
actually
yes.
months. And they
yes, and I congratulated them for it too.
It was 9 months. 9 months. 9 months.
Wait. Do you think that
it wasn't a slip of tongue?
Let me ask you. Do you think that there's been deliberate propaganda to shore him up in the
exactly?
So we need to take some of the things with
a pinch of salt, which was what happened to me too until I went. You know, until I got there. And then somebody called me and said, look, if you talk about roads, yes, you would miss the point. Look at you, because also I draw strength from journalists also. Like you said, you celebrate veterans. I celebrate you. I look at and I listen to how people are doing it. What can I do to up my game to be better than the previous one I did? I remember sometimes you see my video, you say, Libros, this is your best so far. I tell myself, the best is yet to come. I will up the ante. So if you look at road alone, then you will miss the point. So there are so many other things.
Okay, what are the critical areas? What's the education like?
you see, that's where the problem is. I believe in a knowledge-based economy.
Oh yes.
If I weren't educated, I probably won't be doing what I'm doing now.
You'll be selling sausages.
Exactly. So I might not even be in Lagos.
Exactly.
So
you'll be selling calendar.
In terms of and one thing our governors don't do well.
Vincent Ifeanyi Nwosu says, Oga, there is no worker that is complaining in India. This was wrong. He has been paying salary arrears that he inherited. When you travel, the people you spoke with, are they the civil servants?
Oh, thank God that some of these.
That's Vincent Ifeanyi Nwosu. You know the gentleman that's for my Facebook account is Jimi Disu now. It's so easy. I don't have another name. I have other names.
Well, Congress, Abia Council, 14th of May, 11th of 2024. This is a press release.
Uche Atuama, let me read this. Uncle Jimmy, please, your guest is wrong. Umar here is not a glorified local government.
It is. So let's not argue this.
What makes it a local government?
Look, let me tell you. Since the administration of what do you call it, Ojuzo Kalu.
Yes.
Umar by 7, Umar is asleep. No infrastructure. The government house. Government house.
Yes.
That they occupying, that the previous administration occupied.
Yes.
It's a rented apartment.
Oh, okay. Tolulakwa Morgan says Mr. Disu will excuse OT. If it's Lagos or Abuja, Baba Gopala. We all know what we are doing. I'm glad you think you know what you are doing.
This is a press release.
Your headache, not mine.
This is a press release.
Jimmy is making excuses. Where did I get that one now? He's making excuses. I want to believe he's just being comical. I like OT. Uche Nweke says, I like OT, but we need to probe. Money and power can turn any man if not checked. Some of these people.
So, Umahia, even all of these workers, all of them, they all come from Abba. Abba mainly used to be the commercial nerve center of all the Eastern region, just like Onitsha. So Umuahia, the moment they created Umuahia, since they created Umuahia as what do you call it, state capital, it was because Theodore Oji is from Umuahia that even gave it a small semblance of a state capital. There is no state capital, even what do you call Osogbo. You can't compare Umuahia and Osogbo. There's no state capital that is as dark.
Oh, okay. 950.
OT is the OT came now. OT came now is the one constructing a 6-lane road, the first of its kind in Umuahia.
Okay, thank you very much, Libros. I'm sorry, our time is up. No, our time is not up, but is your time up?
No.
You will say after Gafru, like when your time is up. Okay, I'm sorry we have to cut it here because, of course, What's Up Lagos is coming out next. It is very, very likely that we'll be hearing from the Abia state government on Tuesday because we are going to give them a right of reply. I'm going to crave their indulgence. Maybe we'll spend another 10 minutes for Libros to round up on Tuesday, and then we can take it from there. If they don't agree to that, we'll take his roundup on some other day. That's all we have for today, Libros. Thank you. Even in the circumstance, you still made it here all the way from the mainland. Is it safe to go back, or we should provide accommodation?
It's safe. It's safe to go back. It's safe to go back.
I know you can take care of yourself on the island if you know. So you know that I don't forget things.
Yes, I know. I know you know.
I know. We know what we know. I know you can take. All right, and to people sending in all kinds of. It's funny what the kind of things people attribute to me. When we are doing this program, where you try to second guess what I'm doing. He says, Mr. This will excuse Oti. If it's Lagos or Abuja, Baba Gopara. Jimmy is making an excuse. If you notice, since Sanwo-Olu was on the second streak, he has improved. And therefore, I've had no need to take him on. He has improved tremendously. If you've noticed. And I understand what his problem was. Some of the criticisms we did favored him. Ask him. Because he was able to show his masters and see what people are. And then you guys don't get it.
And then some people have gone to Abuja. So
they have a bigger fish to fry. But all this Tunde Fayu Ade will be tough 5 fish from Lagos.
No, the Wahala now is Abuja has left Lagos. So they are in Abuja now. So Lagos can focus.
Peter Falon says that this time is short for him. Let him come back. We will see how we work it out. Okay, we'll see how we work it out and see what will happen. Thank you very much again, Libros, for taking time out.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much, Sheriff. Sorry I said that our time is up. It's a bit safer for me to say, but I hope your wife is not offended. But don't worry. Give you there's one small horn too you will drink that I'll give you to lend in your life. Law. So tomorrow I'll be here by his grace. 1 second, please. Tomorrow I'll be here 9 o'clock by his grace, and we will do honor to Abia, who is 80 is not easy. It's not easy, and so we'll be able to pay tribute to him. Thank you very much, Libros. Thank you very much, Sheriff. Next is What's Up Lagos. I wish I could do this thing in this high tone that Feta uses.
Just a greeting to you from my friend Cousin.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you want to try?
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to try? Okay. We'll be back here tomorrow at 9. Bye.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.